Green Bay sucks. Let's talk about it. Dun 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 dun. Fuck the Packers. Dun dun dun. I hate them with everything I have. Oh, Timmy Talks. Welcome to Timmy Talks. My name's Timmy, and today we'll be previewing the Week 11 matchup of the Chicago Bears and Green Bay Packers. The Chicago Bears and Green Bay Packers are two of the oldest NFL franchises, and their all-time record is 106 wins for the Green Bay Packers to 94 for the Chicago Bears, and they have tied 6 times. Since 2010, the Packers have won 24 games to the Bears 4. Yeah, they play twice a year, and for the past 13 years, the Bears have won 4 times. Yeah, this is why I hate the Green Bay Packers, because I see them twice a year and they just beat us every single time. I don't care if the Bears go 2-16 or 2-15, whatever the record is. I mean, I do care. Like, that would suck. It wouldn't be a great season to watch. But if those 2 wins were against the Green Bay Packers, I'm as happy as a clam. I'm good. Like, you know what? Fine, we get the first overall pick. But if we beat the Packers twice, that is what I dream of. Obviously, we had the famous clip of Aaron Rodgers scoring a touchdown and doing his stupid discount double check and telling all the Bears fans that he owns us.
Rodgers snaps it quick. Pressure coming. Scrambles to his right. Pumps and runs. Aaron Rodgers is inside the pylon. Touchdown Packers. It's Rodgers running for the score. Right on cue, Joe.
He did, in fact, own us, which was so annoying, and I'm glad that he's suffering and sucking so bad on the New York Jets. Fuck you, Aaron Rodgers. But now, full-time owner of the Chicago Bears is head coach Matt LaFleur. Since becoming the head coach of the Packers back in 2019, he is currently 10-0 against the Chicago Bears. I don't see him losing anytime soon in the future, but you never know. He's the offensive guru that takes care of this offense. Currently, they're ranked 9th in the league, scoring 25.6 points per game. Leading the charge is Jordan Love at QB. He is dealing with a groin injury, so his mobility is limited, and if whatever reason he gets injured, they have backup quarterback Malik Willis to take charge, who have had pretty good games this year when he has played. He's looked good. Honestly, to me, is more scary than Jordan Love. I think the real stars of this offense, though, is the offensive line and running back Josh Jacobs. They're going to be able to just do whatever they want against this Bears defense. This offensive line is one of the best I've seen. They do such a great job getting a push off the line, getting double teams, and working up to the next level for the linebackers and safeties, and just creating big running lanes and multiple running lanes. Like, Josh Jacobs is running the ball, and he goes like, I can run there, I can run there, I can run there, I'll run here. And then he goes and gets 13, 15 yards to carry. It's crazy. It's insane watching this team. It just increased my hatred for this team because it's like, fuck. Why are they so good? Why are they so competent? Why do they actually make plays that build off each other? They run the ball, and then the same formation and the same looking run, they have a play action, which gets Christian Watson or Jaden Reed or one of their really talented receivers wide open for a huge gain and or touchdown. Speaking of the receivers are all pretty much studs. I think Jaden Reed is the best one out of the group, but they're all really good. They all block their ass off on run plays. They all run really good routes, and then they're all really fast, which is terrifying. Yeah, this offense is going to put up a lot of points against this lackluster Bears defense. I think the point of the attack for Matt LaFleur is just going to be handing the ball off. Just like what the Arizona Cardinals did, just hand the ball off, make the Bears stop you, make the Bears have to stop the run. And then once you do that, you just get play action or drop back passes and have your receivers just go crazy, go get huge gains. I don't see the Bears defense putting up much of a fight against this Packers offense. Ever since Matt Eberflus has been the head coach, this defense hasn't really done much. Maybe they stopped them in the red zone. I doubt it. I think this Packers offense is going to put up a lot of points. The only team that has scored more than 21 points against this Bears defense is the Arizona Cardinals. I believe the Green Bay Packers are going to be the second team to score over 21 points just because of their solid run game and offensive line and their really talented receivers. Now on to their defense. Their defense, unfortunately, is also really good. They rank 11th in the league, allowing 21.6 points per game. Their D-line is so good. Like, they are going... The Patriots got 9 sacks last week against this Bears offensive line, and they're not even that great. They have some players, but they're not even that great. This Packers defensive line is so talented. Oh my gosh. I think Rashawn Gary himself will get like 4 to 5 sacks, and Kenny Clark probably will also get 3 to 5 sacks. I don't know what Thomas Brown, the Bears' new offensive coordinator, is going to do and what he's going to scheme up against this Packers defense, but it's got to be better than anything Shane Waldron would have came up with. So hopefully the Bears, with their new offensive coordinator, are able to kind of get some type of momentum going. Thomas Brown, watching his first press conference, he has instilled a little bit of hope. And this is why I get hurt so much. I watch him answer questions, and the way he answers questions and the way he kind of like carried himself, I go, oh no. I like this guy. And he's giving me hope. Why do I always do this? Why does this always happen to me? Why do I just start believing? And then to add more to the hope, Thomas Brown, who was the play caller for the Carolina Panthers for a little bit, had the best game against the Green Bay Packers, where the Carolina Panthers scored 30 points against the Packers last year. Now they had a different DC, a different team, all that kind of stuff, but hope, optimism, something to look forward to. It's the death of me. It's always the death of me. I'm like, maybe he can do something with a more talented team, a better quarterback on paper. Maybe the Bears can do something. But our offensive line is still banged up and is awful. He said that he's going to try to get the run going, but our run game isn't going to do much against this Packers defense. They do a great job stopping the run. Jair Alexander, their top cornerback, is back. He's going to be locking down DJ Moore, Roman Duze, or Keenan Allen, whoever he's lined up against, really. It'll be really interesting to see what Thomas Brown does for this offense. I have no idea, and honestly, zero expectations for this Bears offense against this Packers defense. I hope they score points. I don't see them scoring a lot of points, maybe a couple field goals, but I'm not holding my breath, is what I'll say. So now that we've gone over the offense and defense, let's get into Timmy's top dogs. Here we'll head into the film room and I'll show off the top dogs I think that are on the Packers offense and defense. So here is one of the Packers top dogs on defense, Rashawn Gary, defensive end. He's one of their best pass rushers. He's got 2.5 sacks on the year, but 28 pressures, which leads the team. And he is a great on the run as well. He likes to set the edge. He's always making tackles. He's just always around the ball. So he's someone that the Chicago Bears should really focus on stopping, and probably going to get a lot of chip blocks, a lot of help from the running backs to make sure that he doesn't wreck Caleb. Although this offensive line, even with chip blocks, they're going to struggle to stop him. So I imagine he's going to get a lot of pressures and potentially a lot of sacks against the Bears. But here's a play in Week 9 where he goes against Penei Sewell, one of the best tackles, one of the strongest tackles in the NFL. And let's see what exactly he does against one of the best tackles in the league. So the line's motion over, and he's just going to completely bull rush Sewell on his ass to get a sack against Jared Goff. That is insane. I expect that he's going to do this a lot against the Bears. Again, one of the strongest tackles. Just simply bench press him to the ground and then bends the corner and gets a sack. Yeah, scary dude. He's going to do that a lot against the Bears. Now, not only is he really strong and really powerful, but he's also really quick. And the Green Bay Packers don't run a lot of defensive stunts, a lot of passing stunts, but in this one they do. And you'll see Gary coming from this end all the way, looping all the way over, and able to get a pressure on C.J. Stroud, make him throw the ball away. It's just incredible, and if they do this against the Bears, it's going to be really hard to stop. So you see him right here on the left edge. He's going to come all the way around and get a pressure. Obviously 55 helps, but even if 55 wasn't there, Gary's going to get there and get the pressure himself. A guy that's going to be making a lot of plays this Sunday against the Bears. Look out for him. If there are any prop bets, probably bet the over depending on the line. I imagine he's going to get at least 2 to 3 sacks this game. Here's another top dog on the defense for the Green Bay Packers. Big ol' Kenny Clark. He's a great interior lineman who's able to penetrate and get upfield and is just such a disrupting force. When a defense has like a really good edge rusher, there's ways to defend or to help out your tackle with like chip blocks from the running backs, chip blocks from tight ends. There's ways to make this DN, for example, say this is like an elite DN, have to go through multiple guys before they get to the quarterback. With interior D linemen, and this is why Aaron Donald was so good, it's hard to stop an interior lineman because the most you can really do is send 2 guys his way, maybe 3, but not usually. So it's 2-on-1 usually. But if you give a 1-on-1 to Kenny Clark, he's more than likely going to make you pay. He's great fitting the run. Like I said, he's a great penetrator. He gets in the backfield real quickly. And as a pass rusher, he doesn't have as many stats, but he just causes quarterbacks to have to move in the pocket and kind of disrupt the rhythm. Here's a play where, like, a great example of how good of a penetrator he is, and he gets a nice tackle for loss against the Jaguars. So here's Kenny Clark, and getting a run to his right at the snap of the ball. Great get off. They try to reach him, but he just says, okay, goodbye, thank you, chases it down, makes a nice tackle for a loss. Not a smart play, just let him go by. He's trying to get a reach, but Kenny's just so fast that he's able to get in the backfield and make that tackle. Now, not only is Kenny Clark a great run defender and a great interior line, he will also be able to get some pressures and get some sacks on the quarterback. So right here, he's lined up against this guard. They're going to pass the ball. He's going to easily kind of just work away around him, get a pressure on Stafford, make him throw a tough ball in the air, leads to an incompletion. This dude's going to have an absolute field day against the Bears' interior offensive line. He's going to wreak havoc. Along with 93 Terrell Slayton, both these guys are going to have huge games against the god-awful Bears interior O-line. They're both big, strong, penetrating defensive tackles that can also just rush the passer. So here you see Kenny Clark just going to just run by the guy, honestly. Like he's not, like, he's trying to work the hands, trying to get it off him, but he's got him. He's holding on. This guard is holding on for dear life, and Clark is just running towards this quarterback like he's not even there, like not even affected by that. So that's going to happen a lot against this Bears offensive line. He's going to just simply run around, get in Caleb's face, get a lot of sacks or a lot of pressures. I imagine Kenny Clark is going to have a huge game against the Bears and just wreak havoc and stop this offense from doing anything. Here's a play from last year of the Green Bay Packers going against the Chicago Bears, and it's going to be a lot of the same things. Again, Kenny Clark, interior D lineman, is going to bully the Bears' awful interior offensive line. Here he is in a nice one tech. The Bears do a little screen action, trying to get the back out there, try to get a little screen pass to kind of slow up this defensive line's rush, but it doesn't matter. Kenny Clark's going to push the center all the way back into Justin Fields' laps, and then the center, Darnell Savage, is going to make a play for a tackle for loss. But expect this. This is what I'm focusing on. Expect a lot of this. Just a bull into the quarterback's lap. Caleb's going to be feeling him. The Bears are going to have to really focus on the quick game and getting the balls out. But because of that, because the Packers know that, they're able to kind of bring up the safeties just like they do here. He makes the blocker miss. Or even if you do quick game, they're able to kind of get tackles for loss. So I'm not 100% sure what the Bears have to do. They have to be really creative with their offensive scheming and with their game plan. Otherwise, you're just going to get a lot of this on Sunday. Now, one of the top dogs for the Packers on the offensive side of the ball is Jalen Reed, wide receiver, number 11. He's over here. This is a hell of a play by the guy. They're getting the Vikings are running man-to-man, so it's just these receivers on these safeties and cornerbacks, and you just got to beat your guy. You can scheme up some stuff. They kind of do a little crossing patterns to help, but at this point, he sizes him up. Now he can go inside, he can go outside. This cornerback doesn't really know where he's going to go. He breaks to the outside. Jordan Love throws up a ball, and then and then Jalen Reed goes and makes a hell of a catch. This is a decent ball, but a way better catch. As a quarterback, you love a receiver that's able to go up and get those kind of balls. Just being able to throw it up there, and more likely than not, he's going to come down with it. You can see Love sees that one-on-one, throws it up there. Again, hell of a catch. Actually, that was a really good ball. My fault, Love. Now here's another great play by Jaden Reed. This dude is a burner. He is so fast and he's so deadly. As a safety, if you're not getting back, he's going to blow by you like nothing. Even in this play, he's late getting off on the ball. They snap the ball, everyone else is moving, and he's hesitating. But even then, he's able to accelerate, find the empty space, split the defense, and then Jordan Love just puts an absolutely beautiful ball. And what a catch. Look at that extension and being able to just snag that out of the air. Hell of a catch by this guy. He is going to be a problem. I'm not sure what the Bears are going to do defensively to slow this passing game down. That's if they're even able to stop Josh Jacobs. So I believe that the Packers are going to be able to do whatever they want. Look at that. What a catch. Three defenders around him, and he sneaks in there. That's a hell of a catch. Hell of a passing catch. He's a really scary guy. Here's a play. Last year against the Bears, you have Jalen Reed down at the bottom of your screen. They're going to bring him in motion, get a little head running start. Just kind of run that deep crossing route, find that empty space, get a huge gain. The Bears, you have to figure out a way to stop this. You know it's coming. You know it's going to happen. You know he's going to be running that crosser route. There's got to be coverage. You got to be able to defend this guy. But if you defend this guy, they have so many other weapons that they can go to, so it's just a real problem. Another top dog for the Green Bay Packers offense, and I think the guy that's going to do the most damage against the Chicago Bears is their running back, Josh Jacobs. This guy's looking a lot better this year than he was last year after coming off an injury. He's running hard, he's running mean, and this offensive line and tight end and their receivers do a hell of a job blocking. This play right here, look at this hole. Just an amazing job of getting movement on as an offensive line, getting up to the next level. Great job, great blocks, and just let this guy go get 30. It's just this. The Bears' run defense has to be on its game. They need to play the best game that they have to even have a chance, but I just don't see it happening. Just a great job by this offensive line, letting this guy just run free. Look at this guard. This guard's going against a 2-eye, and he's able to reach this guy. And then the center's able to double team and work his way up to a linebacker to just have Josh get untouched for most of the play. He doesn't get touched until the safety gets him. Incredible run design, incredible execution by the Green Bay Packers, and you're going to see a lot of that on Sunday. Here's a play that shows kind of everything great about Josh Jacobs: his strength, his agility, and his ability to read the run. So you have number 8 right here in the backfield. He's going to get the handoff, and he's going to go for 6. Nice little jump cut. Another jump cut. Makes this guy Superman. Where are you going? You need a map. Get lost, son. Whoop. Out of here. Breaks a tackle. And then he's gone. And then look, you have a receiver blocking 30 yards downfield to help this running back get a touchdown. I mean, number 6, I don't even know what you're doing either. You're not even trying. But, again, great blocking by the offensive line of the Packers. Number 5's confused, or he's reading. He's staying with the quarterback, so you get rid of him out of the play. Nice little jump cut to get to the outside. Do a whoop. See ya. Break a tackle. Have a guy lead blocking for you. Easy touchdown. Now here's another run play that's executed so well by the Green Bay Packers. You're going to get the offensive line giving Josh Jacobs such a nice running lane. Everyone's on their blocks. Look at this. Look at this blocking. This is exactly what you want to see in your run game. Just a wall of your same colors. It's gross that they're this piss yellow and ugly green. I hate their colors. I hate the Packers. But I respect their game. You got all the defenders on this side, and you have your tight end making the key block, making sure this DN doesn't ruin this play, and he gets it. arm tackle, Josh Jacobs going to break that, and he's off to the races. He doesn't have breakaway speed, which is like the one downside of him, but I mean, a 35-yard run, I'll take that any day. Now here's a run that just shows how strong Josh Jacobs is as a runner and just how deadly he's going to be against the Chicago Bears. So you just have a simple outside zone, cuts it inside, breaks the tackle, 2 tackles, 3 tackles, keeps going, and then has 2 more guys have to rally to get him. We'll break down the blocking here. So you just have outside zone, tight end going out, double team here, guard helping with making sure that the center gets his block. He does, so he climbs up to the next level, and you guys are making sure that these back end guys aren't coming in and making a play in the backfield. The linebacker takes himself out of the play, running into a block, and for whatever reason, and then Josh just reads this. You read this outside in. He's outside. This is covered. This is the next open gap. Does a nice little cut. Gets upfield. Breaks an arm tackle. Another arm tackle. Safety tries to lay the wood, but Josh Jacobs says, bank, get off me, son. Hurdle. And then needs 2 more guys to get him. This guy is so strong. He's going to be a huge problem against the Bears. And whatever his rushing line is for prop bets, take the over. This guy is going to get fed the ball, and he's going to get a lot of yards just by doing this. James Conner did the exact same thing against the Bears when they faced them, and Josh Jacobs will probably get more, honestly. Just boom, boom. Too strong for you. Such a great player. And those were Timmy's top dogs. Now that we see how the Green Bay Packers are going to absolutely obliterate this Bears team, let's get into some bets and what I think you should put your money on. If you're a DGen like me or Mike Tomlin, according to DraftKings, the Packers are only favored 5.5 points. I'd hammer this. There's no way that the Bears are going to be within 5.5 points of the Packers at the end of this game. If you're doing any prop bets for the Bears player, hammer the unders. I don't care what the line is. I don't even know what the line is. Hit the under. For the Packers players, I'd put your money on Josh Jacobs. He's going to be running a lot. He's going to get a lot of carries, and he's going to get a lot of yards. For receivers, it's kind of too hard to tell. Matt LaFleur does a great job scheming these guys open, and it could be Jalen Reed. It could be Christian Watson. It could be any of them. So I'd kind of stay away from the Packers receivers just because it's uncertain who exactly is going to go off. So my parlay this week, I got DeAndre Swift, the Chicago's running back, on the under for rushing yards. I have Josh Jacobs, Green Bay Packers running back, on the over for his rushing yards. I have Jordan Love for over 1 touchdown, and then the Packers to cover the spread. Let me know what the payout is for that when you win, because that is a lock and a winner's bet. So, final verdict. So, I think this game is going to be just like any old Green Bay Packers, Chicago Bears game that it's been for the past 15 years. Packers are going to easily steamroll this really bad Chicago's team. I think the final score of this game is going to be 27-6. I doubt the Bears score a touchdown. They may get a couple field goals, if that. But, yeah, the Packers are going to do whatever and anything at will and easily control and dominate this team and head on to the next game. Meanwhile, the Bears are going to just continue to sink. They're already drowning. We're already in the water, so I don't know how much more sinking we got to do. But as always, it's fuck the Packers. It doesn't matter if they whoop our ass. It's always going to be fuck the Packers, and Green Bay sucks. I pray for their downfall, and they may beat us this week, but I hope that they lose next week. Well, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Timmy Talks. Da Bears. Dun 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 dun. Fuck the Packers. Fuck the Packers. Fuck the Packers. Fuck the Green Bay Packers.